Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Arturo. Arturo is an artist from Lima in Peru, but he lives in Germany. So let's see what Arturo has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Hello, William.
Hello,
Are you
Arturo.
there?
How are you?
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you properly. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm doing really good. Thanks for the invitation.
My pleasure. The pleasure is all mine. Thanks so much for taking the time for the interview today. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Arturo, so before we start the game, tell me where you're from.
Well, I'm from originally from Lima, Peru, and I'm living in Germany, and now I'm living in the Black Forest.
Right. And why Germany?
Germany, because I love being here, and I love the country, I love the people, and I think it's a nice place to live.
Amazing. So what's the name of the place you are living right now?
The city where I am is called Gensbach, and it's in the Black Forest, the northern part of the Black Forest.
I see.
And it's close to France, and it's close to Switzerland too. So it's about 40 minutes to France.
Amazing. So, very good. Arturo, so I know you are an artist, you are a painter. So I was checking a little bit your art on Instagram, on social media. Would you like, before we start the game, tell me a little bit about your career.
Well, I started my career in Peru, in Lima, where I studied. And then I worked in a series of projects there. And then I moved here to Germany, and it was like starting again to gain new followers, new collectors. And well, I was inspired by the art that I saw here. So it was really, really interesting to be here.
I see. So you've been an artist for a long time?
Yes.
It's okay. Cool. So before we start our journey, William and the Magic Box, just tell me something interesting about yourself.
Well, something interesting that people should know is that sometimes when I am on the street and I don't say hello, it's because I don't have my glasses. I'm waiting for my new glasses and they are not arriving. So now I'm kind of lost.
A good one. Arturo, so during the game, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your career, about your arts, okay?
Okay, perfect.
Amazing. Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Okay, let's do it.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So my lovely box full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do that.
Okay, Arturo, so just before we start the game, through the journey, if there is a question that you don't have an answer for, you don't want to answer for some reason, I always can change, okay? It's all very friendly.
Perfect.
First question for you is, share with us a crazy story that happened to you when you were at school.
Well, when I was at school, well, it's just really funny that you asked that because my art school was really close to emergencies, a hospital or an emergency, you know? And they said that we are always like having a class there because there were so many incidents. And yeah, once a guy was making some kind of sculpture. It was like a chest in both ways, chest and chest. And it was made of concrete. So I don't know how, but he slipped his hand under the chest and the chest fell in his hand. And we needed to go to the hospital that Gott sei Dank, or thanks God, was about a couple of blocks from where we were. So this is very funny, yeah.
In the end, he was okay in the end?
Huh?
In the end, he was okay after they see the doctor?
No, he was okay. He had another incident with his hand. And after that, we all all of us said to him, "You need to do painting, not the sculpture." But he's okay until now. He's okay until now.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Next question, Arturo. Let's do it. Arturo, before the next question, I was checking your website and there was, you describe a little bit about yourself, and there is something that I'd like to read for you, and after you can tell me a little bit about, okay? You said there, I work as an artist to inspire people around the world to value and protect biodiversity and the human communities around it. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the thing is that I lived some years in the Amazon rainforest. I'm originally from Lima, that is in the Pacific Ocean. This is the other side. But I spent some time living there in the Amazon rainforest, where I had a lodge and I have a project with a eco-social project. So this experience touched me really deep, and this is one of the mottos of my life, to help people that live in nature. It's really sad to see that most of the people that is living surrounded by nature, these people is the poorest most of the time, and this is something that could change, should change too.
Amazing. I'm originally from Brazil, and I know what you're saying, because in Brazil as well, we have a lot of Native Americans, like the Amerindians around, and some they don't have the right support. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I totally understand your point.
I know, because, for example, long before this lodge, I was working for an institute making research, and I needed to visit some of these communities, and some of them are so far away that you need to travel by boat 2 weeks just to reach them. No?
Wow.
Yes, it's because they are so inside the forest, and they are not what is the word, uncontacted. They actually are. They know to speak Spanish or Portuguese in your country, but they are so far away that they cannot be reached so easily.
I see. So that's why you do a lot of work to support that as well.
Well, we had a jungle lodge. That was the funny part of it. So I lived in a city called Iquitos City, and from this city was 4 hours in boat to reach our workplace. So once I reached the lodge, we have tours for the tourists, and the tourists were supporting our projects with their visits. And it was really wonderful time, because I went with these groups and we visit the forest and we visit all the beauty that exists there, and they came back to their countries with knowledge, not just with fun and vacations, but with knowledge about what is the importance of protecting the nature in these special places that, Amazon rainforest is Brazil and other countries that surround it, and it's a really special place for the world.
I see. Very good. Next question for you is,
okay,
who in your family you'd trade places with, and why?
Well, my family members, they have a really interesting lives, but I will not do it, I think. Because I love my life. I love my life. Yeah, maybe my sister, she's a psychologist. Maybe I can change a place with her for one day to see her work, to see how it's to hear patients and to give some advice.
Amazing. You just have one sister?
No, I have 2 sisters, and how many brothers? 3 brothers. So we are 6. Yeah.
Big family.
Big family, yeah. Big
All
family.
of them, they are back in Peru.
All of them are in America. No, I'm the only one that is in Europe. Yeah.
Welcome to the club. Me too. I'm the only one.
You too.
Next question. Okay, Arturo, next question for you is, if you could be any age, which age would you choose and why?
Well, I always said that the best time is the present time. So I'm really happy to be here and to be right now and to have my age. And I always aim to be happy at the age I have. So that means when I'm 80, I'll be happy to be 80. So I'm not some kind of guy that wants to be in the 20s or the 30s. I'm really happy where I am.
Amazing. Very good. Good one.
Mhm.
Next question. Okay, Arturo, before the next question, again, when I was checking your website, you mentioned about there is some, you do some workshops and some courses as well. So
Mhm.
tell me, people who would like to join those courses or workshop, what they're gonna expect what they're gonna have if they sign up for it.
Oh, well, I have several kinds of workshops. So a couple of weeks ago, last week, I gave a workshop that was actually a lecture of Amazonian art with blind drawing. So it was a mix. So I showed some images, and the students had 1 hour to, no, 1 minute to draw it, without seeing it. Without seeing
Wow,
it, they just needed to draw it blindly.
wow,
And it was amazing because it was really abstract or really expressionist. And uh, then we put all the work together and we said, what is that, what is that, what is that, and they explain us to us. So this is one of the workshops. I have many of them. I have some of the workshops is traditional painting learning or drawing learning or techniques in sculpture. And other workshops that I give is about for example, one interesting workshop that I was checking today is about fracture spaces. So this is about 2 hour workshops, and this workshop we go to the place and we said we're going to make collage, and we are going to represent, for example, the city and how the cities sometimes are divided by the roads or by bridges or by buildings or by city, and sometimes the animals they cannot cross, or sometimes the rich people is living this in this part of the city and the poor people is living in the other part, and they cannot meet because they are some kind of divided.
I see.
So I think art can help a lot, not just to learn to do something, but also to reflect by doing it. And in this workshop, I want the people to reflect on the reality of the fracture spaces. Oh, and that is one of many. I have other. This is the accordion book. It's about sex in the wild, and I find that really interesting because everybody's really into sex. so, so we are talking about the species and how the animals they have some way to mate, no, and other animals they are asexual, for example, or the other living creatures are reproducing by spores, for example, and how that relates to all of us as human beings.
Very good. Very good. Interesting. Next question for you is, Arturo, what is the most memorable lesson you've learned from your parents?
Well, there are many lessons that I learned from my parents. I think I think it's not just one lesson, but to have them as a sample on the teachings they gave to me. For example, to tell the truth, to be honest, to be loving, to be caring with other people. Those are some lessons that I take within me always. And yeah, I'm really happy that I had them in my life and that they took the time to try to teach me some kind of lessons are a little bit more extreme. I'm not really into following all of them, but I think they made an amazing job.
Very
Mhm.
good. Very good. I think they're going to be very happy to see the interview and know that.
Yeah.
Next question. Okay, Arturo. Next question is, what do you miss the most from your childhood and why?
Mm. Well, I would say I miss my family. This contact being at home with my family, because it's something. that when we are young, we think, oh, I want to go out, I want to have my own life. But this is so short time. And it's so interesting that once we are not there, we are missing that. And for example, I'm missing all the games that we made between my brothers and sisters, or when we went to school together. This is something that I really miss.
Oh, yes, I think we were very lucky at the time. We didn't have any technology, no internet. We just were playing. We could just play.
Yeah, it was a little bit different. And now it's all with computers and devices. It's another world. Yeah?
It's a totally different world right now. There is the positive side and the negative side as well. But I think what we lived at the time as a child is not going to be possible to for them to have again these new words.
Yes, I compare that to there was the Roman Empire. Yeah, it was a sophisticated and really high civilization, and then come the Dark Ages, and the people from the Dark Ages, they saw all this architecture and said, "Oh, how these people can make all of this." Yeah. And I think it's going to happen the same because the young people are losing some abilities, because they are not focused anymore. And they're just into 3 or 4 things at the same time. And we cannot do so many things at the same time. And we are going to be the all wise guys.
For sure. Next question. So. Yes, absolutely. Ready for another one?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Arturo, before the next question, let's say I'm going to come to Lima for the very first time. If you could guide me, what should I visit? What should I see? What's the main points of the city or the country that I should go and see for sure?
Well, the country have a lot of things to see, There is the seventh wonder of the world, Machu Picchu. There is these Nazca Lines, for example. The Pacific Ocean is a wonderful place to be there. Yeah? In the city Lima, you're going to find all architecture from the colonial times and new places like Miraflores, that is my district. That is just really lovely to have a time there. There's a lot. You just need to know what you want to live, because, for example, I came back to Lima a couple of years ago, and my travel partner was not too interested in archaeology. So there is a lot of archaeology to being discovered still there. But if he's not interested into that, there is other things to see. Yeah? But I will say it's vivencial travel in Peru. There is also luxury one, but I think the most interesting thing to live in Peru is the experience that you're going to have there. It's like going to Cusco or Amazon rainforest is also beautiful, and you can have a wonderful time there. Really nice parties there. It's really wonderful.
Very good. I'll make a note of that.
Yeah, you should.
Arturo, next question for you is, if you could sit down with yourself when you were 13 years old, what would you say?
I would say you're amazing. Number one, you are amazing. Don't let anyone tell you the opposite, And I would say the second thing is that you are going to do amazing things, that you need to believe more in yourself. I think when I was 13, I was just thinking about what to do with my life. And I will never end up thinking I will be an artist, because I couldn't thought that what would be possible, but back then, because of my parents, they have a more traditional point of view about a career. But for example, I would say when I was in the school, I was making so many drawings. I was making a small business with drawings. I started to paint the cartoons of the time, and I was selling these cartoons as figures, and I sold them, for example, as €1 or $1 or something like that. But back then I never thought I can be an artist. That is for other kind of people, you know. And that is something that I would say to my 13-year-old me, that you need to trust more in yourself, and you're going to do it.
And when was the moment that you think, okay, I was born to be an artist, I was born to be a creative, a painter? When was that? There was a moment in your life, or you always knew it?
There were points in my life. It's like when you are facing your truth, sometimes you're seeing the truth from this side and from this side and from this side. And for example, I have a cousin, and she's a psychologist, and she made me a test when I was 18, something like that. And this test became artist. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it because my mother wanted me to do something more traditional. So I never asked her what to do, but I said, this is a risky business. So it's not, she's not going to be happy, you know? So you end up in a bank, for example. For a couple, 3 years in my life, I ended up working in a bank, and I studied in the university geography and environmental sciences, but it was some kind of engineering. So at the end, it was so much numbers and numbers and numbers that I said, this is not what I wanted. So I started a business, and this business was related to decorative arts. And because of this business I was starting, I decided to take a course to improve my skills. And then I came to the career, and I studied the career. And I would say, in this moment when I started the career, I would say I'm going to be an artist because I liked it.
Amazing. Very good.
Yeah.
Good for you that you follow your dreams and you are doing it. Very good.
Yeah, even if it's painful.
For sure, for sure. Next question, Arturo. Before the next question, can you see from your left-hand side this painting? Yeah, this a man there. Tell me a little bit about this art.
Oh, das ist new. Das ist oh, it's fresh. It's the Huitoto. Huitoto is a tribe in North Peru. Yeah.
Wow.
And this is a portrait of a Huitoto young. It's called John Huitoto.
Wow.
And this is made because I'm starting a show in YouTube. Yeah. And it's about Amazon. It's called Secrets of the Amazon. And in every session, I'm going to work on one painting. And this is the painting from last week.
Wow.
This is actually the first of the show. You know, so I'm doing it by Instagram and on YouTube and on Instagram. And on Instagram, it's going to be live. You know, this is the way Instagram works. And on YouTube, it's going to be a resume of all the process of this painting. So this is the painting that I worked last week.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, I love the colors, and I love the fact that it's in the darkness. Huh?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was talking to you, and I could see on the side that I need to ask him about it. I need to ask him.
Yeah, you can ask whatever you want.
Next question for you is, Arturo. What three things are you most grateful for?
Three things.
Yeah.
Well, I'm grateful for my family. I would say number one, for the family that I have. No, even if I cannot see them really often. I visit Latin America just once since I came here, and I've been here more than 8 years. And I came back just once, and I had a wonderful time with my family. So I'm really happy to know that they are doing good. I'm really happy for my career and for the decision I took when I was living here in Germany. And it was like I told you, it was like starting again, because here everything is a little bit more, what can you say, more ordinated, no? With order. So if you want to be an artist, not just like you are an artist, you need to apply for it to have a license. And it was a really complicated process, I would say, because I needed a lot of things to happen at the same time to do it. And I got it. And I got my license as a visual artist. and I'm really happy and proud that that happened, because I was working back then in the European Central Bank, and I quit the European Central Bank for my career.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
Momento, the third one.
Yeah,
The third one, I would say, is my friends, the friends that follow me in my life all this time, no? That I'm really happy and proud about.
Very good. They'll be very happy to know that.
Yeah, they will be.
I have 3 questions left for you. Okay, Arturo? Let's do
Okay.
it. But before the next question, I would like to tell me about your current exhibition. It says Treasures the Black Forest through a Latin American eyes.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
This exhibition is it was like it's a palace, actually. It was the number one. This building had 800 years. It was a palace once, and it's called Altifataus. That is the old council, the old council. Yeah? And now it's a winery. So it's a beautiful place, and they have a wonderful kela underground, and I made an exhibition in this underground.
Wow.
And that is the old council, and now come a new exhibition in May that is in the new council, the council that is actually working as a council. And I'm going to present new work there. And yeah, it's a really happy moment in my life, because with Corona and after the pandemic, everything for artists was closed, and it was really difficult to exhibit. That's why I have some online exhibitions, and this exhibition is actually also online because you can see all the work online. Mm-hmm. But now is the time when everything is open again, or is being open again.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Very good. Next question is, who was your first crush and why?
Well, oh, I hope she's not seeing this. Yeah, of course, she was someone that I saw really often, in my life. Yeah, when I was a kid, and I thought she was amazing, and I dreamed about her for a long time.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's a good friend of mine now. It's a good friend of mine. So it's a little bit silly to talk about that, because all the feelings are in a positive way there, yeah, but not in that way like at the beginning. Yeah.
No,
I would say that it's really nice to have lived that, because I learned the first love, and this is one of the purest loves that you can have. It's a beautiful feeling to be a kid with, I don't know, it was 9 years old, and to feel in love, and to feel, even if she never cared about me.
I know, I understand. I think it's a pure love, isn't it? It's like a natural pure love. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's not romantic. Yeah, it's not sexual. It's pure love, because you think about the other person, and you think, oh, this is an amazing person. Huh?
Absolutely, absolutely. 2 questions left for you. Let's do it.
Okay.
But before the next question, I would like to tell me what is the best part of being an artist, and what's the most challenging part, in your opinion?
Well, I would say the challenging first. I would say many people, they don't understand how the life of an artist is, and they want to compare it to the more regular jobs. And in this comparison, the artist is always going to lose. Because, for example, some members of my family here, they are scared about our life. Yeah, the life of an artist, that, for example, is the life of an entrepreneur, actually. It's the life of an entrepreneur. That means you are not working for anyone, and you are not having any security to say, not security.
Yeah.
And we artists, we understand that, or entrepreneurs, yeah, or businessmen, we know that. But other people, it's a little bit complicated for them to understand. And in the last season, I would say year, that was one of the points that I was most in problems to explain or to be accepted, because I think the society here in Germany, they look for security. Yeah, they're more than in Latin America. Latin America, the people just live their lives and they don't care what is going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here the people are saying, okay, this insurance and that and that and that. They are looking for so much security, and we are like threatening people, no? Because we are living other kind of life. No, even I would say that was the challenging part of being an artist, to be understood for the people. And I would say the most wonderful part of being an artist is that we have this freedom, and we need to accept it. Now, for example, freedom to start to work at 10 a.m. and not on 7 a.m. and not feeling bad about it, because it's part of the Vorteile or the advantage of being an independent person. And this freedom to travel, or this freedom to visit, to have new experiences, to enrich yourself, this is something that I really happy to have.
Absolutely. I think there are no rules, but I mean, I think if people, they have this job 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, it's okay. If an artist have different schedule, different kind of, it's okay as well. So I think
Yes.
people need to understand that people, they have their own way of living, own way of expressing themselves, own way of getting money, own way of living their lives. There are no rules, you know what I mean? I think that's
Yes.
the main.
Yeah, you're right. You're completely right. There are, for example, artists that they are working at night. I have a colleague here in this city, and she works at night best because she doesn't have any distractions. She can work many hours without interruptions. But other people, they are, oh, she's weird.
The society voice can be very strong sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
But we are here to scream louder than that.
Yeah.
Ready for the last question?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Question. Let's do it. But before the last question, would you like people watching this interview, would you like to become an artist, or would you like to follow a career as an artist? What would be your best piece of advice for those people?
Well, I don't want to sound really old-fashioned, but I would say sometimes you need to think about rentability. And for some people, some of them, they want to get rid of all the other things and be an artist. And I would say, for example, I said one member of my family said to her, what do you want to do? You want to be an artist, and you want to study something. You don't need to study arts first, because if you're an artist, you are going to be an artist. What you need are some skills that will put you profitable always, because that is the important thing. If you're not profitable, you cannot be an artist. You can be in your spare time an artist, but you cannot be really true artist if you are not thinking about profitability. So that will be my advice: is if someone wants to be an artist or go to art school too, they need to think about profitability first, because this is the key that they are going to allow them to be whatever they want.
Very good point. Thanks for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Last question for you is, tell us about your best holidays and why you consider that.
Well, best holidays. Do I have holidays? Well, I'm always traveling for work, and it's like traveling and holiday at the same time. For example, last time I was in Oberfranken, that is in the north part of Germany, and we have an exhibition there. And the exhibition come with a party at night. So, but I would say holidays. I went to Canarias a couple of years ago, and it was really nice. Yeah, it was really nice to be on the beach and to take sun, to meet new people. That was amazing.
It's a nice place to be. It's a nice place. I've been there as well. It's very relaxed. There's nothing much to do. It's just relaxing. It's a relaxing
Yes.
place. Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
there are a lot of things to do, but I mean, it's like it's not a place where you go to do sightseeing to see. It's a more about relaxing, enjoying. There's some sun. I think it's the best part.
Yeah, there are mountains too. I have a trip to the mountains. It was really nice.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's amazing how high the mountains in this
Yeah.
island is. It's amazing. And I went
Absolutely.
to the Palmas the other day and
Uh-huh.
visit the museum in Palmas, for example. So it's other kind of experience. I think
Yeah.
it's more relaxed, it's more free, and you go to these flea market or these markets. But we don't have that kind of markets when everything is on the street and you can buy so freely the things and you can get what you want, no?
Absolutely. Okay,
Yeah.
Arturo, it's not the end yet. Okay, let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give
Okay.
away some words and you just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
Okay.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Family,
Love.
how about money?
Nice to have.
One word for love.
Forever.
Sex.
Delicious.
How about life?
Life to embrace.
Politics.
Boring.
Religion.
To respect.
Fear.
To overcome.
How about friendship?
To share good times.
Desire.
Always.
Regrets.
Regret. To forget.
Success.
Always.
One word for wish.
Wish.
Yeah.
It will come true. To become
Okay.
true.
Amazing. One word for happiness.
Happiness. Daily state.
One word for Germany.
Love.
One word for Peru.
Friends.
One word for Lima.
Chaotic.
And the last one now, an artist. One word.
Artist. A mission.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee. And I'm going to ask your best friends. Tell me the most beautiful thing about Arturo and tell me something that he still needs to improve on, to work on. What do you think your best friend will tell me?
A best friend that knows me now, we will say, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, he would say that Arturo is very funny and nice to be around, and is sweet and is handsome and is sexy and is really modest.
Very modern. Very modern.
Very modest, yes. And he would say that the other side, probably he would say that need to be more focused.
Okay. Great. So let's play now Arturo and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. You can ask me a question now, Arturo.
Okay, I will ask you a question. And well, what I wanted to ask you is, what is what you missed most from your country? because you're outside for I think 20 years or something like that. No, a long time.
Yeah.
And what is in all this time? What is what you uh, miss the most, or want to have again? Or I don't know. What is your
Good
feelings
question.
about?
Good question. Yeah, I left Brazil when I was 19 years old. I lived in Portugal for 5 years, and after that I moved to England, and I've been in London for 17 years now. So yes, I think that what I miss the most, Arturo, I would say my family, my mom. I miss my mom for the fact that I've been away for so long. Sometimes when I go back to Brazil for holidays, I can see that my mom is aging. I can see that you know uh, she might need some more support. So I think that I miss that. I think I'm so grateful, and I'm so happy to be Brazilian. No, I love my country. I think it's a beautiful country, can offer a lot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that I've been away for so long, and I was very young when I left as well. And I believe that what you don't have it, you don't miss it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
as you know, you are far away, and sometimes it's a hard thing to say. But I think we, of course, I miss. People go like, "Oh, why you are here? Brazil is so beautiful. Brazil is this and that." I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Brazil is a beautiful country, but as a tourist, you can see in a different way. Do you know what I
Yes, I
mean?
understand what you
When
mean.
you live there is a
Yeah.
different reality, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back to your question, I think I miss my family. I miss my mom. I miss my grandmother cooking. I miss my aunt hugs. I miss my traditional family. Their habits. Where I
Mm-hmm.
grew up. Where I remember my aunt. She was telling me so many stories as a child, as a teenager. So when I look back, I go like, oh my God, sometimes I miss that warmth, you know what I mean, approach,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that I cannot find anywhere else. Like I had so many good friends here in Europe. I have so many good people that I love here in Europe as well, friends for
Mm-hmm.
life. But when I look back as well, I miss that hugs of people that I grew up with, people who,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean, was with me for when I was born, people when saw me growing up as a teenager. So I miss that, you know what I mean, this approach, that feeling of being around my dear ones, my family they were there with me always. They've been there with me always as a
Mm-hmm.
teenager, as a child. So yeah, answer to your question, I would say that I think that's the most I miss, because Brazilian food I can find here. You
I have
know,
a I have a related question for you.
yeah,
Yeah, can I?
sure.
Could you be used to Brazil again now that you have been so long time outside of it? Could you return to be used of Brazil again, or is now a little bit difficult to get used to it?
It's a very good question. People ask me that a lot, like friends, people who I know, they ask me that a lot. And it's a very honest to you, Arturo. I never think about that. I don't know why, but I never think about going back to Brazil. When I think about if I need to go back to
Mm-hmm.
Brazil, I don't think I fit there anymore. You know what I mean? Living, I left. I was very young. So when I think about going back to Brazil, when I go on holidays to Brazil, after a while, I miss my life here. After like a
Mm.
few weeks or week, I saw, oh my God, I miss my routine back. You know what I mean? London. And if one day, I don't know about the future. Sometimes, if right now, I don't see myself living there. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see. I think I'd adapt myself so much to my life here in Europe. That's it's me. I love being here. I think in other lives I was European, or because I love being around here. But you never know. Our point of views can change so much. You know what I mean? So, but
Mm-hmm.
right now, at the moment, I never thought about going back to Brazil for good to live it again. But saying that, if I need to for some reason, or if I feel like you never know. The world sometimes our point of views change very drastically sometimes.
Yeah,
But
you,
right
you
now,
get used to the order. It's important that I don't know how is where you live. Germany is really a lot of order here, and you get used to the order to see, for example, a bus is going to come every 20 minutes. And when I was there in Peru, I don't know when the bus is going to come.
Yes,
It's like a little bit exasperating, no?
absolutely, absolutely. I think here things are organized in a way that, you know what I mean? We are more laid back in South America, you know what I mean? We are more like, okay, things are more kind of, say, like more laid
But
back.
but you know, the people love that also. I don't
Sure,
know, I don't know in England, but for example, in Germany, they love us as Latinos, Brazilian or Peruvian. They said, "Oh, it's so warm. It's so nice to be around." You
yeah.
know, maybe it could be a little bit chaotic, but we are going to forgive him for that.
No, yes, people here, they say that they like this, the Latin America approach. You know what I mean? We are very positive. We have this enthusiastic about living life. We have
Mm.
this a way of approaching life in a positive way. I think they like that. They see that as a positive thing, and I think as well. I think I don't know in Peru, but Brazilian people, we grow up watching telenovelas. You know, the soap operas. So yeah, sometimes you are very drama as well. Make dramas because of you're being raised in that way.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I'm having conversations with my friends, I go like, Brazilians always make drama because of the soap opera. We've been raised watching the soap opera. So sometimes
I know that I have a Brazilian roommate. No, he was really into that.
yes, I have friends as well. It's like we've been raised watching that every day. So people, you know, we make sometimes our life a bit drama because of those telenovelas.
Las telenovelas. Well, this is really typical in Latin America. Yeah, they are levels, no? The Brazilian or the Venezuelan, you know, they are different levels.
Absolutely, absolutely. Arturo, did you enjoy the interview? Did you have a good time?
Yes, I had a really good time having it.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
And it's really nice to meet you too.
Oh, thank you so much. It's an honor to meet you. I think when I approached you online on social media, you're very sweet as well. You're very approachable, and I was looking as well. I was checking your arts, and I was like, my God, that's so beautiful to see. I think it's an amazing. And one day I'd like to come and see your exhibition one day in real life. I'd love to see.
You're invited. You're invited. Huh? I'm
Absolutely.
really happy to have this contact with you and to see your project. Having Erfolg, success. You know, I'm not thinking in Spanish anymore. I'm not thinking German, English. I love to see your project having success. You know? I'm really glad for that.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. Before you go, Arturo, would you like to say a positive message, something that inspires you in life?
Well, I haven't thought anything on a script, but I would say we need to have faith. Yeah? And positivity, that is really important. And these times when sometimes everything is a little bit chaotic, or with this lockdown on pandemic, we need to be positive and we need to have a goal and we need to believe that we can reach this goal. This is the way we need to live. And that is everything. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's follow our dreams. Let's be positive. Let's go after that.
So is the way.
Yes. Arturo, thanks so much. It was a pleasure, and you keep in touch. Okay, thanks for the interview. Have a good evening.
Thank you, William.
Okay?
Yeah.
Bye. Ciao,
You're
ciao.
around. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.